Hello everyone, here's a posting on Spectrum by Theo Goodwin. The beatings will continue until development improves. The fact that 4 devs can't play a single game loop and event in a private server without issues, let alone team issues, is fucking embarrassing. 14 fucking years and nothing to show for it other than multiple coupled together tier 0 representations of bad fucking management. It's bullshit, it is not the devs' fault. 100% upper management. I bet the only one earning their paycheck is Chris Roberts' brother. Where the fuck is Chris and Sandy? You all don't fucking talk to us anymore. What's really shitty is CRG was going to maintain course until the community said something. They don't give a fuck. They have blown so much smoke up our asses month after month, I think they believe they're bullshit at this point. And fuck the Spectrum rules. You all don't like negative posts? Then stop being fucking fuckasses. Don't like complaining about the shitty state of the game, then shut down that leech of a game, Sort of 42, and turn Star Citizen into what it was supposed to be. Not a financial pipeline for some bullshit side project. The game fucking sucks, plain and simple. It's a fucking waste of time, money and passion. You fucked up, Chris, you know it, Jared knows it, the rest of CRG knows it. You spent 80% of the money in what 10% of the community wants, plus some bullshit studio props. Clear fraud, waste and abuse if I ever seen it. I'm glad you got your dream studio, Chris. Where the fuck is our game? Where the fuck are the ships we bought? My thoughts? Let's say the style isn't exactly very nice, using the F word all the time, but I can see where he is coming from. We are in year 14, CRG is well over $1 billion in funding and still nothing to show for it. Nothing but a laggy, buggy tech demo with missing basics, missing mechanics, almost no physics, no alien worlds, no NPC crews, just 3 star systems. One, Nux doesn't even have any planets yet. Yeah. Come on, Chris. And lots of regression. One can argue the game was more fun 5 years ago. At least we had a halfway decent flight model before master mode. And yes, I agree, it's 100% upper management. Chris, my way or the highway. Chris removed a lot of very good devs and replaced them with cheap, young, inexperienced and obedient devs. Chris removed pretty much everyone who has his own opinion, who is not a yes man. As a consequence, we have now only yes men left, yes men like for example Richard Tyra, and very unexperienced devs.
The downside of that is that when you went to work with Chris Roberts, you did everything exactly the way he said to do it, period, or you were fired almost immediately. No second chances. I mean, he was very explicit with what he wanted, and you either did it that way or you were not part of his team.
I literally heard him say, make that pixel blue, not green.
Last week, CRG played Siege of Orison on a dedicated server for only 4 people. It was an internal build, and still it was absolutely shit. Sorry. NPCs are still brain dead. NPCs are repeating the same stupid lines over and over again. I cover you, I cover you, I cover you, I cover you. Sometimes 5 to 10 times in a minute. Inventory bugged out. Medguns bugged out. Elliot needed a takedown because he couldn't change his weapons. NPCs and their weapons were getting thrown into the air when they were killed. Animations are still terrible, etc., etc., etc. At first, I was not happy when CRG told us they will play on an internal build with only 4 players on a server. But now I'm very grateful because we can see, even under ideal conditions, Star Citizen is still a train wreck in year 14. Where did the money go, Chris? What did you do with the money? And of course, CRG deleted this thread. Looks like CRG moderators are now doing overtime and are working at the weekend too. I have a radical suggestion for you, Chris and CRG. How about you fix your game? Then such postings wouldn't even exist. Yes, it was not very nicely worded, but I can understand where it comes from. Seriously, your game in year 14 is still such a mess that Spectrum moderators have now to work on the weekend too. Fix your game. Fix it. By the way, if you're wondering what happened to Theo Goodwin, he got a ban for 1 month. Yes, his posting wasn't exactly very nice, but the state of the game in year 14 after more than $1 billion in funding is still abysmal bad. CIG cannot even give us a halfway decent user interface, item interaction, and inventory system. I've played hundreds of games, I've never seen something so bad. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Most of the time it's animation driven, right?
That's right.
So then the question is how you're going to do, you got to basically blend between animation stuff and then ragdoll, and
That's right.
when you're in 0G you got to do more of it, like if you impact something to the side.
Right, you got to keep the angular momentum.
Exactly, right. So that's
the hardest thing to get rid of, actually, is angular momentum.
Yes. Yeah, well, you can sort. Well, for dinner tonight, I invited Chuck, who's the head of Ilphonic. I invited him out to dinner. So
excellent.
I can be like, Richard, tell me
let's break it down.
Let's break it down. Let's figure out how to. No, because like literally, right? If you're like in 0G, you do enough, you'll start moving this way slowly, right?
Right.
And then you can counter it that way.
Well, you can speed it up or slow it down by how close in, but you can't stop the rotate. You can't stop the actual momentum. And so one of the fun things to do to somebody in 0G is you hold them out into the center of a room,
right,
and then you let go of them, because then they can't get out because you can't swim.
Right.
You're stuck because your momentum is sitting still.
Now, if I'm spinning this way, can I not do a counter move with my body and counter my angular momentum?
The inertia. So
in a way, right?
No, you can do a little bit of the cat move. You know how a cat can go from upside down, it can flex in the middle, switch.
Yeah.
So you actually can do a direction facing change, but you cannot change your momentum without an external force. And so it's actually an interesting problem because inevitably,
so if
like in the movie Ender's Game,
if I'm spinning this way slowly and I twist to go the other way, what happens?
You'll still be your center of gravity will still keep going in the same direction, and that's why the Ender's Game thing, the part where you really can't do it very well, is when we launch. If you go go across the way, it is effectively impossible not to have a little bit of unintended angular momentum. And so by the time you get to the other end, you're going to be turned.
So unless you basically have a jetpack kind
unless you have some countermeasures, you could take, by the way,
we've got in the battle dome. In the battle dome, there's a laser grapple thing. So on your gun, you can fire out, and it'll fire a beam out, and then you can pull it. So you basically
when you fire it, though, it should kick you back, including if it's not at your center of gravity. It should
no. It sends it's like think of it like a tractor beam. So it fires a beam out to grapple onto something.
A beam, okay, so not a hook.
No, it's
not a rope.
It's a beam, and then it pulls you towards it.
Perfect.
So you basically move around like that.
All right.
So we're just going to pull Richard up on stage tomorrow. I said we haven't got the code yet, but we got Richard for you.
Let me get my spacesuit.
Quite possibly the best content we've gotten here. People will like that if you guys are okay with uploading that discussion.
Sure, why not? Why not? It's fun.
What is that?
Is Dennis around here?
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.